Healthy for you.
Healthy, that's really. Ada agenda dia lagi ya.
Dari rumah sendiri ya. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. Kita boleh bagi
Sunflower. Oh, that's so nice.
You can then you better take. It's like bayam for my.
Yes. Thank you so much. Great.
Oh, Mar. Dah kena pilih. Nanti dia ada agenda kan?
Ada agenda. Kita sedang ni.
Agenda? Kenapa agenda Norita? Tapi informal.
Informal lah. Oh dear. Morning.
Here for this very special occasions, especially for our DDK, Dr. Kalai. All right, I have a long speech.
Don't you long speech.
Welcome for all the documented Ara Institutes and also friends of DDK who come here for these wonderful occasions. Pagdiwan pantuna, mencari timbal si panas dalam, di bawah salam burung tempur, salam sempat pembuka bicara, selama sempat kepada semua. So, probably without further ado, we would like to really invite our Deputy Director, Dr. Fariza, to give the farewell speech. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm supposed to be camera. Okay, so today we all have gathered here, and we know that to honor our life for this retirement. So, Dr. Kalai, the great person, the great leader, is okay. So during the past 2 years, I think on behalf of ICR members, we would like to thank Dato for all your contribution, and the most important is for your dedication in making ICR be known to the world and put us in the eye of the world in regards to COVID.
His ophthalmology.
So as you know, Dr. Kalai, with energy, ideas, and always motivated all of us, no doubt. He has been a role model to many. And for me, itself, is very inspirational for myself as well. So this one I don't want to say, but this is your last working day. But knowing you, the man with ocean of knowledge, skills, and experience, I know that you won't just sit at home or lay back at home. I'm sure there's plenty of offers that's coming to your inbox, and just for you to choose which one that suits you. So you are brilliant at your job, and I'm sure you will be brilliant during your retirement as well. Though he's present, there is going to be me from tomorrow, tapi tomorrow Monday lah. But I'm sure he is still available for us to contact, for consultation, for guidance, as he is, that he always know, always there for us. But please don't change your phone number. So I don't want to much wish you a wonderful time in retirement, and maybe it will be filled with love, joy, and health, and with awesome adventure ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we trying to make it informal. I know that the Northern has produced the agenda, but I think we shall open to anyone that wants to say anything to Dr. Kalai. Please take the opportunity. Okay. Maybe anyone. Please come forward.
Asmaliza number 2 dekat agenda tu.
Yeah.
It's not restricted to the
Ketua-ketua.
No, let me start first. Easier that way. But thank you so much. This is a real surprise. I did see a drawing here earlier. I thought we will have a small little function in ICR, and sebenarnya saya tak ada pun apa plan. I have no speech in my pocket. So let me start somewhere first. So thank you first to Dr. Fariza for that very elegant speech. I think you mentioned a few things which will perhaps reflect a little bit about me. Full of energy, yes. Many a times people question, how come, at my age, I should be a lot more with a walking stick closer. I think I have to owe that to my upbringing. My mother must have looked after me as a baby well. And I think there's a lot about nurturing a baby, and that brings you a better life. So thank you to all the mothers. And I think my mom, who is just a housewife with many children, she'll be proud of what I am now today. And I think it goes to all mothers, very important. And that's been inspirational. The second thing about being motivated and to be in the thick of things, I give credit to my father. My father is just a vernacular school teacher, Tamil school teacher. And for him, I remember as a young boy, he will personally go to the homes of people where the children actually should go to school, but they don't go to school because, it's like that. And he was enough to motivate people to send children to school. And that has been his forte. And I still, as I grew up, I remember that dedication. Nak nampak budak ke sekolah. Itu saja. Nampak budak ke sekolah. It's a dedication. And I think that value is me all the time. I've learned these two things. And we come from a slightly large family of children. My father was just a school teacher. We had 7 children at home, siblings. Never easy to live and educate. And so a lot of patience from my mother, to look after every child, individual. Just like our institute here, each of you have the different values and characteristics. I think some of these life learning lessons we do not know until we come later in life. And I'm thankful for that upbringing. But more so is the people I work with. I always remember Dr. Asmaliza from many years ago. She had a very peculiar style of presentation, and her presence always felt. And she's never shy of what she is, and that's important. That you are brave to face the crowd you are putting. I've recognized Dr. Adi Ratna being ever so composed and full of knowledge and ability to share and bring that forward. And Dr. Go Piping for having come to see me at Sungai Buloh Hospitals. You are the person we want. Making me motivated to think through that there is something inside me that perhaps what she saw. And of course, many of you here. But overall, I think what I have learned in the last 2 years is that we are able to do things bigger than us. And ICR has stood that now. We are no longer a small institute. We actually recognized globally. If you can go and see our name, ICR is everywhere. You can Google ICR and it's reflected. It's not me, it's you, everyone here, everyone who have really cooperated. Many of you cooperated through enthusiasm. I think the enthusiasm partly reflected in me too. I was enthusiastic. I wanted to see DHRI develop. Young people, young minds, let them blossom. A lot of enthusiasm. I've seen a lot of dedication. Recoven team, fully dedicated. And also feel that there's a lot of focus, to deliver. So that cooperation was really, really fundamental for the growth of ICR. And that comes together on the basis that we have cultivated that culture to drive world-class research. And thanks to all the researchers we have seen in the ICR, not only within us, outside CTU, the network. In a time of crisis, mind you, I always go home and sleep, sometimes wake up. This is pandemic. The world is still in a pandemic. WHO has not declared pandemic is over. Yet, all of us have done so well. We are not locked away in the house. We are not locked away in our offices, work from home. And everyone has cooperated so well. And I think that credit is where I think we owe each other, the cooperation, the enthusiasm. And without question, I think that is what has brought greatness to ICR. And for that, I'm thankful. so that I will leave a legacy. I have said this many a times. When a person dies, what you leave behind, of course, you have a child that carry your name, but it's your writing that carries your name, your writing. Somewhere, your name can be referenced. And that's because human life is taught by writing. No writing, it disappears. So you can go and Google somebody's name. If the person's written something, you can capture the name. Human evolution is about leaving a name. And that cannot happen unless you do research, unless you publish. And this is why we have Medline and Index and such, because you leave a name even you die. And I think in the 2 years, I've learned many lives because so many good publications will be referenced. Not now, even 100 years from now, they will know there was a in ICR because you leave behind a name by publishing. And I think I've tried very hard to get everyone involved that way, that you should value your name, because when you leave behind this world, that name will live on because somebody will reference you somewhere. So it's so important as researchers you remember that. And I think I brought that value to everyone that I work with. It's so important. And it's also good to have good sisters and siblings at NIH. And I wish I had more time to develop. Siblings always have rivalry. Yes, sir. So, they all have those.
Healthy competition.
I think not competition as such. It's a lot of evolution going on, but in a positive manner. I think it's important. So, Chong, for example, I will work with the in response to vaccine, modeling work, and Dr. Azadi's team for trying to model for some of the statistical work they've done. So all this is important. And Dr. Sondi and Hani here, the idea about understanding systems, all this comes from understanding rivalry among siblings, because we don't see each other the same. One is tall, one is short, one is dark, one is fair. All these differences are important. And I owe a lot of that importance to actually Dr. Asmanisa for her leadership here. While she was the promoter of this NIH and the time of Dr. Go leaving NIH. I think a lot of credit goes to you, Dr. Asmanisa. A lot of people may not realize this because you need a steady board. A lot of people sit everywhere, but you need to have a person to steer the boat. She's steering well. But the idea about ICR now is I'm so proud of many things. I am so impressed with how DHRS has grown up. I see the young team. I've seen a better focus from Dr. Amy's team, for the CCE, where I think a lot of individual drive is there, but trying to cohesively bring it together is important. I think I need to see that happen. I've seen the clinical trial unit develop. First in human is next door already. I think April we're going to start.
Really?
We're going to start in April. At least one of the centers will start, first in human. And that is in a matter of 20 years. It's like you are born in 20 years, you're there, almost there. I don't see Datin here, but she too has tempered down. I don't know whether you realize it or not.
She's watching live.
Oh, she's watching. Oh, that's fine. It's okay.
UK.
I keep commenting about her, but I'm so impressed in the way she held the team together so well, and that the
Quality.
timeliness of getting things done is so impressive. But behind the scene too, we need to recognize a lot of effort. This is where Dato' Fariza, I don't know whether you all know, the battle she has with EPU to try to get funding, and along with the clusters that come through, and the work dedication to get it done with Kwan and team. So much of happenings that goes on in ICR now that is taken for granted. So today I take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you. Those I've missed you or not, please accept my apologies. But sincerely, I miss one person, Alia. Where's phone Alia? I miss her a lot. I'm quite sad. She has this character that even you're angry, you look at her, you would feel like. Even you're sad, you look at her, you would feel sad. Because she said that nice personality. And I'm thankful to actually Dr. Go for saying that she'll make you a good person to work with. I think a personal assistant of her caliber was really, really important for directors, always stressful. So I owe a lot to Alia for keeping me intact and sane and cheerful. And the team of frontline people here. We don't realize somebody need to receive your parcels and on time is delivered. Someone make sure your reports are up to Apunuru's office and down and up and down. So all that. And not forgetting Haslan. It has driven me around for 2 years and without some near misses, but we have kept together our lives intact without any. It's important, I don't really realize it. Half the time you're driving up north, south, someday we're going here and we owe each other our lives. You see all these things. So, and thanks to Haslam. And I know my wife will be assured that Haslam is driving. She said, who's taking you? I say, Haslam. Okay, fine. So it's just great comfort. Coming back to what that's why I said, yes, I'm full of energy. Yes, I want to write a book.
Sure you.
I've always wanted to. I've actually published chapters of textbook. I don't know whether you know it. So, but I want to write my case pathologies coming from my skills in photography. I think it's much sought after. A lot of people have asked me to do it. So I may find some time there. I've been asked by our former health minister to share some of the COVID experiences for a book that he's writing. So maybe I'll do that. I want to learn some cooking. And perhaps time for me to help my wife, with the work in the kitchen, and also go out for evenings. I think we haven't enjoyed family time, and I think I need to do that, And the average lifespan of an Indian male is about 71. So it gives me 10 years to make sure that I enjoy that 10 years. And not to say that, but it's important to recognize. This is why I think the NHMS data is so wonderful. You can plan your lifestyle based on if you're NCD, this is your risk, and no NCD, this is your risk. And so, Katin Shamini asked me one day, you must be one of the few male Indians who don't carry all these ICD risks. I said, yes, thanks, my mother. And so there is this opportunity to do new things. I find comfort in how Dr. Go has evolved into being a very charitable person and also engaged with community work and focus on delivering something passionate to our heart. I haven't really figured out my passion, but I teach well, I think so. I guide well, I believe so. And I have to continue to do this for the young people and researchers, and I will do that. Trust me on that. Because I think research mindset is meant to be that way. You don't cut the service and just disappear. You continue to engage. In fact, in those years, the better professors or people who actually retired became teachers because they learned the life experience as administrators and knocked their heads here and there, and then become good administrators. And then when they become real teachers, they're really knowledgeable. And so perhaps I will spend some time doing that. And also take some time to eat food, I believe. I always mentioned that I seldom take lunch, but that's quite true. I'm quite strict with the way I have my breakfast, and I have a meal at home, but lunch is something opportunistic. So I have to do that. Oh, Dr. Shamini is saying something. Is she saying something? Yes.
Let's spend on. And then maybe it's around 60. So you have a long life.
So average only, which is not very helpful to read Indian.
Exceptional one.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you, NIH and ICR, because as I said, when a person dies, you leave a name by publication. And I think these 2 years, my age index has gone from 8 to 15. because it has made me publish together with the young people, who have worked hard in the pandemic to get work done through proper validated publications. So that's important. And also the facilities and the people we work with here that have made this possible. Many people will envy that, being NIH is not a luxury appointment on the basis that many of us are doing so well. They envy us for being prominent. And I think that's important. It's a good way to be ambitious, about that. And I believe we at ICR. Okay, so hopefully I've not missed people. I'm sure I will miss people. Like I said, I did prepare a speech that I just mentioned. And thank you for the opportunity. And we will, of course, keep ourselves together. I have a few more papers I'm not finished, which I will continue to edit and finish. I'm a very strict editor. So I will not have my name on a paper unless I'm happy with the content at the right time. I think anyone work with me will know that. And so until it's over, it's never over. and so I'll take the opportunity to finish writing and continue to help NIH and ICR especially, so that many people continue to work hard and contribute. So thank you very much, and make sure everyone have a lovely Raya soon, and maybe you can join one of the festival. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dato', for the really inspiring.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
I've got something to say. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Norizan, for inviting me for this and also giving me an opportunity to sort of say a few things. So mula-mula tu terperancang jugalah what to say, because of course that's all the nice things that the Parisa will say, why not. So as you say, I've got a way of presenting. So I prepared and I penned down some things. Yeah. Just to share, because we've known, as you said, Puan Santan. Actually, I tak kenal sangat Dr. Kalai for this. It was still bila Dato' Go kata she's the next person for pengarah ICR, baru buka mata, and then I ada pergi tau ke hospital Sungai Julong. I saw you, tapi yelah tak kenal ke masa tu. But when you came to NIH, taking over as pengarah ICR, we have worked together, so I kenal you. So bila saya kenal, macam cerita lah. Jangan buat sangat. Okay, as we work our working days, we should never regret a day in our working life. Good days give happiness, bad days give experience, worst days give pleasure, and the best days give memories. So what we have will be memories of Dato' Kalai. Then, when we were young, we were poor. But after years of hard work, we are no longer young. So we are too decent. So we are more wiser now as we work hard in our lives. So close the door to the past. Open the door to the future. Take a deep breath, step through the door, and start your new chapter in your life. When we were teenagers, we had time and energy, but no money. When we were working, we have money and energy, but no time. When we retire, we have the time and money, but no energy.
No energy.
But the use of that time without spending money. Yeah, communication pun mahal.
Yeah, very expensive.
Jalan. Now lastly, people walk in and out our lives will come and go. But the greatest achievement that we can achieve is a little remembrance in someone's mind, in a small place, someone's heart. Dear Datuk, you are and forever will be in our thoughts. Hearts. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this. I think you're very heartfelt. And do we have a way of getting energy as you get? Yes, it's in the mind and the food you take. I believe so. But yeah, it's
environment.
Yeah, but you're right. It's something that you really have to count and be blessed with that opportunity. Yeah, thank you so much.
Let me also say some words. Since it's a blood fasting month, I think we keep to the time so that you can go back in time. Thank you again, Dr. Norizan, for inviting me. I was quite surprised. I mean, in a way, very happy that I'm in your thoughts and many of you still remember me. Dr. Kala is certainly a right person to take over ICR when I retired, because that time COVID has started, and even before COVID started, 2 years before I retired, already discussed with various people, including DG, Dr. Shanas, as well as all the senior CRC head on who to take over. At the time, because clinical trial, although already have started since NKEA 10 years ago, but still we are not quite there yet. So we need certainly someone who had all the skill, knowledge, and exposure in clinical trial to take over the directorship, and then working together with all the other clinicians at CRN to lead Ministry of Health into higher and better quality clinical trial. And I think COVID-19 came as an opportunity. In our life, sometimes we meet with things can be, for people may think it's a disaster, but in Chinese it's called opportunity in difficulty. So I think Kalai took this opportunity so well and bring every one of us, not only in ICR, but the NIH together with other clinicians, look towards research that matters to people not only healthy and sick, but also to the nation. And COVID-19, I think we had to thank COVID-19 virus for bringing us working very closely together in all the institute in NIH. So for that, I forever in gratitude to Dr. Kalai for continue this passion in clinical research and guide all of us to do better research and keep up the name and make the name even better. So I also want to thank the NIH for kind of working closely with the new director in a very short time and a very difficult time then, because many of us not able to come to work. Some also the grant was hard. We are not sure this vaccine situation, and a lot of people do not trust Ministry of Health at that time. They thought we are very bad, but come to think about it, now looking at data, Malaysia is one of the best countries that combat COVID-19 successfully. Even China was quite good before. Now you can see the situation there is quite tough. So again, thanks to all your researchers here in NIH, particularly together, academic researchers did not do quite a lot of COVID-19 research, but we do meaningful research. So again, thanks to everyone. And last but not least, certainly the team, I think very cohesive under your leadership, Kalai, and I'm sure, as you have said in your speech, you will continue to support them and continue to guide them maybe in writing, because you have the skill in words, in your skill in writing, and you can help more on the ICR, maybe the NIH. We do have MREC committee and hopefully other committee, other group that you can give your helping hand, because it's quite easy for you. It's like second nature in writing, and you can just come out with very nice words. The editor will like it and accept our paper. Sometimes it's not. Most of us have good content. It's the way we write. You have to write the way that usually Western editors they have this double standard. Asian way of writing, and Kala have that niche of good English and command of language as well. So with that, I want to thank again, and I'm so happy to be here to witness this ceremony and to see so many of you are here to celebrate your retirement of 37 years of working, and also 31 months as ICR directors. So thanks again all, and thanks Kala.
Thank you.
So I would like to say that with you, I've learned many things. And I find it very interesting that at every table that we are expecting, whether it's the head or the end or anywhere in between, you bring a very different kind of perspective and a very illuminating idea to the table that then changes the perspective that people see. So that's why we got the second one. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's it's a very important element of me, that you really need to articulate, say things in a manner that is clear and brings some focus of clarity to a certain point of discussion. I think many of us have it in our mind, we don't say it. I try very hard to synthesize this. It's quite true, Dr. So I think many of our young researchers must do the same. And it's actually quite healthy to be engaged that way. And that benchmarks you, that's how it is. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah.
And that
All right. I know that the Kala is 26 years back. If you still remember, you invited IMR to give a talk on biomedical research. So it was like, at that time, CRC wanted to know about biomedical research. Maybe there was, what is the connection? But now I see that Alliance was insightful and have 10 steps ahead. And with the collaboration with the vigilance and all, I think he already had something in mind then. What are the possibilities we could keep in NIH and ICR-NIH for the betterment of research? So that's how I found, that's what I thought about Dr. Karen then and now. And I just came back from Japan. And then when I was in Japan, I gave a talk about my research. One of the research is about vigilance study and how we guided Malaysia during the pandemic. And the question asked was, how we have been looking for ways to change, to actually adopt the evidence from research to policy. How do you do that? Actually, I couldn't answer well because I know that only that's the possibility.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Adi. Yeah, that's, I think, something that we learned in the, I think Dr. Asmaliza is that synthesizing evidence to a narrative takes a lot of skill sets, to be honest, to be able to offer evidence, analytical point of view, but it's not targeted to public, to researchers, it's targeted to policymakers. So policymakers, I've learned in the crisis when we meet, there are only few people who can drive policy. It's only the top hierarchy. But top hierarchy, in a crisis scenario, they want clarity of information, not ambiguity. And I think what NIH has done is to offer clarity. And I think I had the opportunity to bring that clarity across. And after I became contagious, it's almost like I have to make it a point to bring it on board, because the clarity was what they wanted. And that clarity was offered by our own research. And that's the anchor point. Without that, you can't bring the clarity. So thanks to actually NIH researchers. It's not, I'm just the little bird who, squeak here and there, but it is that point. I remember in one WHO meeting, DG asked me to offer the insight into the ivermectin work. And at the point of the discussion, it was very clear, the researchers from the other point of view said, well, it's good enough for a policy the way you have explain to us. We don't need to go beyond that. So Malaysia's decision to drop ivermectin was crystal clear because the narrative of the research was simple. And that's all we required. And I think there's a point to be made here that a lot of us must bring ourselves to that policy level narrative, not only through reports and publication, is to bring it to a narrative that policymakers will look to you for that point of view. Very important. They need to look to you. This is the point of view. Thank you.
So, really thanks a lot for sharing your personal experience and additional with Dr. Kala. And in fact, it has been quite motivational. It's been inspiring for people like youngsters like us. And also, we like to expand these sharings and things to what the families of ICR and extended families, things of views to share. So,
Good morning, boss.
Morning, boss.
Morning, boss.
Thank you. She started to blossom, even John has changed.
Yeah, that's it.
Finally, John is finding his good thing already.
Yeah, transform people is good.
Took him out of Lorisa to put under pharmacy. It's okay.
Kami dari tim pengarah ingin mengucapkan selamat bersara.
Ayo. See, John, most important. That's Mohan's idea. Is that a melon? Must be the red one. So we managed to do
Yeah,
finally
That's
managed.
nice, yeah.
Oh, this is interesting.
Different department.
Siski, yeah.
Hello, we are from Secord. Here's what we think about Datuk Dr. Kalai. Datuk Kalai has an exceptional level of knowledge and expertise across a wide range of areas. His guidance and mentorship have been instrumental to us, and we feel incredibly
He's not
fortunate
busy with
to
AK
be
as
able
well,
to work with such a knowledgeable
Again, managed to
Datuk
keep
Kalai has extraordinary communication skills. He's always able to convey complex ideas in a clear and concise manner, and his ability to motivate and inspire the team is truly remarkable. He's a very articulate and effective leader.
Datuk Kalai has a natural ability to connect with people and make them feel valued. His positive attitude and energy are contagious. Thank you, Dato, for being such a likable boss.
This is for the next A. Dato Kalai continuously inspires us with his creativity and innovative thinking. His energy, enthusiasm, and passion are second to none. And for this reason, he embodies the term ageless.
Kalai adalah pemimpin yang berkaliber dan disanjung tinggi. Beliau adalah sumber inspirasi dan teladan kepada kami semua. Siakap senohong gelam ikan duli. Datuk Kalai, kamulah idola kami.
Hi, thank you Datuk Kalai for everything. We truly appreciate all your guidance, your advice, and all the time that you spend with us. Thank you so much.
A heartfelt gratitude for your leadership during Recovamp. You didn't just conceptualize and sparked interest, you darted motivation when people were criticizing and manifested success for the team. Have a great journey ahead, Datuk Kalai. Thank you so much.
Kalai, it is with a heavy heart that we are bidding you farewell. Your leadership, guidance, and support have been invaluable to all of us here in ICR. May you be blessed with peace and happiness. Thank you for everything, Dato, and we will miss you.
To an amazing mentor, boss, and friend. Your existence and guidance in the last 2.5 years has altered the progress of the pandemic in Malaysia. Wishing you well in your future endeavors, and you will be missed tremendously.
Itu kecil Coming from her.
Selamat bersara Datuk Kalai.
Thank you for everything.
Bye-bye.
Selamat bersara DDK.
Dato Kalai, thank you for being a good leader. See you again.
Dato Kalai, thank you so much for all those guidance. Your guidance, your support for me for the past 10 years. I've been working with you since all my initiative plan, especially developing CCR, and I always inspired on what you have said, and also the way that you work. Your energetic level is kind of like not like 60 plus, it's like a 20 to 30 years plus. Thank you also for giving me opportunity to work with different levels of people, especially at a higher level of Ministry of Health, different agencies, and always give me a freedom to voice out my ideas, and I hope I can always ask your advice in the future. Thank you so much, Dato. Take care, and hope to see you soon in the future. Thank you. Bye.
I hope all your future dreams come true. Happy retirement. Bye.
Thank you for all that you have done for ICR.
Happy retirement, Dato Kalai.
Hi Dato, thank you for all your support and guidance to CCT Hospital Ampang. We wish you a very good retirement and enjoy your retirement. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye Dato Kalai.
Bye, Dato Kalai. Bye-bye.
Hello, Datuk Kalai. Thank you for your guidance, your leadership, and your contribution in ICR. Happy retirement, Datuk Kalai.
Thank you so much, Dato Kalai. Have a good rest and enjoy your retirement. Hi, Dato Kalai. Enjoy your retirement life. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Dato Kalai. Bye. Bye.
Six.
Your last.
Thank you, boss, for everything you did for the HRI. Keep in touch.
Thanks.
Boss, bye-bye.
Brilliant.
Bye.
So many.
Wah,
Thank you, Mama. Thank you.
sama.
Let's start with
Don't
this. Wow.
I think.
They look at so all the stuff. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, that's so lovely. Actually, I must take the two other videos, that I have had during the Perhimpunan Pagi. There was one video. Yeah, such so memorable. Yeah, thank you so much for that. All the hard work.
Bagi. Tak, itu Sondi. Sondi bagi sekali lagi ya.
Come to this team
dear.
To present people for the fixation study.
Flower, thank you so much.
Jangan power lah, power.
Okay, there's one more. Very special one.
Thank you for that.
Kevin.
For the main of your caliber, you have so many things. So
Right.
We have difficulty to find what is the
So yeah, please open it.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
I didn't do it. Undo the ribbon. Figure out what I changed inside. It works.
That's for kitchen. The real one.
What's this?
This is the dummy. Amazing.
Thank God this one.
It's captured in a mirror.
The real one.
Yeah, this is so cute.
It's good miniature.
The camera that I've collected over the years, the lenses, the bodies, and the evolution of technology.
Yeah. For your dental work, you need that.
It's phenomenal, unbelievable. The other day I was looking at the moon, at this television. To see this phone cameras, it's so amazing. But thanks for this is a real one. I won't open it now. Or should I open it?
So that you can
Continue my passion.
Yes.
Photography.
For medical photography, yeah, for benefiting your students.
Oh dear. Wow, this is huge stuff. Mirrorless, stunning. Yes, thank you so much.
Small, don't drop.
It's what they call three-quarter lens.
It's APC.
Yeah.
Higher than.
I almost wanted to buy one recently, not for my travel, so I'm going to use this now. Thank you, then. I'll take a few pictures at night and send you. Okay, where am I going?
The lens.
So I'm going to take pictures one day. Boleh kan? Dr. Asmaniza come and take pictures.
Ask permission, yeah?
With permission. Come and take pictures.
Take a group photo of us.
Umur dia pun tak buka. Umur dia pun tak buka. Dalam bag.
Dalam ni.
Oh yes, sir. Who did the planning to buy a camera? Wow, wonderful.
All of us.
Oh. It's doable.
We have to sit down and brainstorm.
At least one teman.
What the challenge whatever we want to do, we can do.
Yes, yeah.
So we can do a research on that.
Yeah, I didn't this. How to buy the president was like so do publication. Okay, AI tak nak.
Actually, today I'm looking at, you can do an AI portrait, pay 29 USD. You can see beautiful portraits of, like corporate style. After 6 hours, you get it back. And then lovely pictures, amazing. So AI will provide for photography as well now. This is not cheap, very expensive.
Dato' Kalai.
Hi. Are you awake?
So, I have been awake. Sorry, I apologize for not being there physically. Sorry.
Then expose yourself. Indecent, definitely expose yourself.
I'm actually still in my house clothes because.
That's fine. That's more.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
We actually wanted to get a portrait of you, but because we were not sure you're going to retire or not retire, we've been bouncing. So there was a whole research the last 2 months that we've been sending flyer, inquiring and all. So to take a portrait, it takes time. But anyways, Dato', my piece of it that I would like to convey is you've got many, many more years. And I know everyone has talked about all your good qualities. What I would like to tell you is please spend time with your family. It took me 3 hours in immigration in UK to just clear yesterday.
Oh dear.
So please use this time, at least respite, reorganize, and I'm sure you're going to fly and excel and bring other places, including NIH, to greater heights. So all the best.
Thank you.
Bye.
How's the weather? It's kind of chilly there.
Yeah, I'll show you. So we stay right near a police quarters. So right, I'll just turn this. I can't turn this around. It's actually chilly. It's about 10 degrees now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is the time. I actually saw elderly people standing 3 hours outside, in the immigration queue, and I was wondering, good God, we better start traveling now.
3 hours. Yeah, longer than that. Enter the crazy.
Why 3 hours immigration?
UK sometimes. Yeah.
No, they are constantly on strikes here. So only 2 routes were open. This has been throughout the pandemic even, but yesterday was crazy.
Strike is bad.
So you only appreciate Malaysia when you're overseas.
True. Yeah, every country.
Okay.
Okay, take a group photo with a new camera.
Okay, we can take pictures already.
You have to sit somewhere to take us.
Yeah, let's put things.
Tengah.
It's all automatic. So
Automatic. Do. Everybody must eat.
The prime lens. Yeah.
Prime lens.
Yeah.
So you need to move back a bit of the go. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So who's hiding there?
We are taking you, we are taking us.
Yeah, okay. That thing can still nicely smile. It's okay. You look like you're in retirement, not me,
The love account for you.
Yes, yeah. I don't see Alia. Closer to the doctor. That's funny. Lagi, tak nampak. Yeah, nicely framed. Sunflower in the middle. Dr. Go, you need to come in a little bit more. I can't see. I can only see a shoulder. That's fine. Okay, smile. Let me zoom it out for you. No, but you can still move it in and out. Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
You have to begin
I have to be selfie.
Selfie or?
I don't think so. We haven't done one selfie yet.
Never mind. I did it.
There, you're missing those people there. Look at.
I don't know whether I can see one.
Okay. Okay.
One.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think you need to go further, Aizudin. You need to go further. Closer. Yeah, better.
Dalam sikit.
Tak payah selfie dulu. Tak payah selfie gambar lagi. Ambil gambar lagi. Pergi gunakan penyebar.
Yeah, I love it.
I still don't know how to set it.
It'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. It's really important.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have I'll give you all lunch or something after Raya. So if it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We always had right. We always celebrated Raya. We'll do Raya. Yeah, can who do I blame it on? We missed her for the Raya Chinese New Year. Nah, so yes, yeah. We did the Isang without you. Can take a picture?
Can we do like ceremonial parties?
So which one? Oh yeah, definitely. I must do that.
Belum masa. Kami masuk.
So we want
I just saw ceremonial panca. Yes, I want to take picture. Aizudin. Photography. Yeah, you go on. I sorted out that. Yeah. Strangely, I could do it in my handphone, not in the desktop. I don't know why. Oh, some strange things. Okay, we'll do ceremonial panca.
Yeah.
Let them out.
Why don't we push the screen this side? Is it more space though?
Yeah.
Like this. I better block my. Yo, pushing. Okay. Most important, this one. Hey, my tag. Hey. Get the ceremony out. Hey, thank you so much. Thanks for that. All the best. All the best.
See you again.
Let me do this. Right, this is the very important sign up. So technically, I'll punch out. It's 4 o'clock. There we go. And then I will say, okay. You already said that. Yes. Hey, thank you all for taking your time and coming here. For Hannah as well. Yeah.
But some class and that's
Yeah, she kind of sad today. I don't know why. Yeah, it's a nice moment. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll remember all of you. Don't worry. I'm not going to miss you completely. You're going to come here and there. Anyway, all of you, thank you so much for making me so important. It's really all of you are more important. Okay, so please, thank you so much.
So you're going to start reading this from...
Yeah, let's start.
Read this one first.
That's the last one, though. So your IC research is there.
I see, yeah, I see research. I see how you kind of work. Screen this up, you know. What is this? Suppress it. Someone suppress it.
Is there someone to write?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're watching you there.
Oh, dear. Now, what I should get is a miniaturized version of this entire frame. Yeah.
So we couldn't get a card, not a small card.
I think this is funny.
This picture is iconic now. Most of mine is iconic.
Yeah, and the other one, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Iconic pictures.
So this one look younger, the other one look a bit
mature. More serious, more serious.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
trying to prepare what I signed.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, she's very delicate. I know that she works with Alisa.
Forward for the next time. How I want to know what the forward is.
So they proceed.
So colored lens lah.
X-ray lens.
X-ray lens, correct. Super woman, you want to become super woman?
Must frame it.
Yeah, definitely. It's so confident.
Like that.
Like 76. Very sharp single lines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very nicely done. I'm just admiring the cat window.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, Rose. You'll be very nicely. Yes, I'm just thinking how to set it. But actually, there is an ICR here, but not
Are you imagining something?
No, I know it's a watermark. It's a watermark. See, ICR is a watermark. Siapa tak nampak bukan orang ICR. Read again, I see this. So that's you type. So guys, you decide.
See everything as
The laptop is asking for royalty. Yeah. So we're going to use that as a tag. I see this. So shoot that. Okay, all of you, and thank you. I'll call you for the same.
This one. Still live. Not
I don't know, so people turn out. There's a small thing quite. I think they will allow you to. I suppose now, looking back, they have planned this whole. I see that. I didn't see inside there. Thank you. It's been a tremendous privilege. Oh, yes. In ways I can help.
I think I'm kind of yes.
Yes.
Ibu dengan baik dia. Okay. Yes, you can. See you when I see you. Of course. Yeah.
Conflict reminds me of horror stories. American horror stories. Yeah. How nice is a conflict? But corn is a super food. Just that then omitting for sugar is high. Yeah. I sit back.